Good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday and I am back with another video for you. And today's topic of conversation is my best advice on how to change your money, financial situation. Are you ready to learn some more? So there are several different ways that you can go about this, but in one sentence, you can work with a group of people going in the same direction or work with someone who has a trusted program. Super simple, right? Well, let's break that down because I feel like that's really two parts to this advice section. So work with a group of people going in the same direction. When I was working with people using Financial Peace University in our church setting, what we were doing was we were working in the same program, right? But we all had different outcomes and goals based on our needs. So there were individuals in there that were married. There were individuals in there that were recently divorced or single and young. There were couples in there that were partners expecting children. There were also individuals in there like myself whose spouse wasn't doing the same program. But we all had the same goal to create a life of abundance and financially secure a future, which is ultimately what we're there for, and to work through each one of the steps to building wealth after we get rid of our debt and creating our emergency fund. So even though each of our tasks or our ways that we looked at things were different, we were all headed towards the same direction. Well, you can also find that in accountability groups as well. You know, you might join an accountability group for fitness or health, wellness. I think of health and wellness in the same category. Fitness can be a little different. I think it's part of that. But maybe you join an accountability group for your business, whether you're doing a network marketing business or maybe you're a plumber or a construction worker, and you find groups of people who are moving in that same direction as you are. And you want to partner with them or be in the same boat moving forward. You know, maybe you hire a business coach to help you move forward, and you're moving forward with other people in that business coach's group to lead the life that you want. Whether it's, you know, business, finance, whatever it looks like, that's what they're there to support you with. Well, over in my Balanced and Successful Working Moms group, oh my gosh, say that 10 times fast. I said earlier in my videos over the last week that we were going to start a 30-day challenge regarding finances. And I realized that trying to run two different challenges at the same time was going to be very overwhelming for them. And so what I wanted to do was take a step back, work through our challenge currently, which is exchanging something that doesn't serve us for something that does, and do that for the 30 days. And then in April, we'll begin our financial or money situation journey. And that'll run for 30 days in April. So rather than trying to run two separate challenges, I felt it was beneficial to focus on one. But going back to my statement about how you can change your money financial situation, the second part of my statement was to work with someone who has a trusted program. So I mentioned Financial Peace University. That is always an option. There are online classes. Some locations also offer them in person. I still have the resource materials in a book that I had purchased for myself that we could work through that together. I also have the ULA Green Gap, which is a program that's been around for a while, and I've seen it successfully work for many different people, but it is fairly new to the market. But I can guarantee you in the next 3 years, it's gonna blow up. It is a quick, simple 3-week course, and you get the trusted guidance from Dr. Troy Omdahl, and then a 30-minute call with me. So you go through that program, and then we have a 30-minute call based on that, and we work together, and then we can work together going forward on your financial goals. Or you find someone like an Edward Jones advisor or a Charles Schwab advisor or even a Primerica advisor. They're going to have programs or advice to lead you to your financial goals. You know, they're going to sit down, they're going to go through a list of topics with you and where you see yourself and what you want to do and how you want to get there. And then they're going to give you steps to do that, much like Financial Peace University and the ULA Green Gap. Or it could be something as simple as working with another person who's been in your situation and has either found their way completely out, or someone who is actively pursuing getting out of that hole. So for me, back in the day when I was sitting on that couch crying because I couldn't pay my bills, my husband gave me an outlet. He gave me a tool to help me, and it was his trusted budgeting program. And it was super simple. It was write down your income based on pay periods, write down your expenses for the month. Check them off when you paid them. What you have left over is, what you can spend. But making sure that you budget in their groceries and, if clothing needs to be purchased or whatever it might be, making sure that you create that budget. But it was his program. It was trusted. He had been using it for quite some time. It wasn't anything spectacular or earth-shattering, but it was simple and it was easy to follow. And I followed that for 8 years. And it wasn't until I was introduced to Dave Ramsey and the cash flow system that I started to change it up a little bit. So I still use the same budgeting principles, but I budgeted into there a allocation called cash. And that had a dollar amount to it. And in the beginning, it was $80. $80 every 2 weeks. $40 for gas. $10 for financial contribution at church. So $5 each week. Because it was all based on my pay, remember. It wasn't based on my household pay. $5 each week for my PIO class, and then there was $20 left over that I could spend on things that I might need from the store, personal care products, whatever it might be, or I could save it and I could use it to go out to lunch, or maybe go down to Walmart was close. I could get, a salad from there if I didn't pack a lunch or I didn't get enough to eat, whatever it might be. But that $80 is what I lived on, and when it was gone, it was gone. And holding that cash in my hand kept me accountable to how much I had to spend. And I've increased it over the years based on, increases in cost of goods and other things, but I typically live on $100 every 2 weeks. And right now, I could probably live on a lot less because I'm not driving and other things. But those are examples for you that I got off on a tangent. But back to the purpose of this video, it was to give you my best advice on how to change your money financial situation. And it's literally to work with a group of people going in the same direction that you are, because you can't swim down the stream if everyone else is going up the stream for very long. Eventually, you're just going to get carried along in the stream, and you're going to turn around and you're going to follow them and do what they're going to do. Second part of that is to work with someone who has a trusted program. Again, Financial Peace University, ULA Green Gap, a financial advisor in your area. I suggested Edward Jones. Northwestern Mutual comes to mind right now, Charles Schwab, Primerica. Any of those agencies are going to have financial advisors who can work with you. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you are watching it on the YouTubes, I ask that you give it a big thumbs up if you're liking what I'm sharing with you, and subscribe there. If you're watching this on Instagram, just comment, like and comment this, give it a heart, and share with me your financial situation or how you want to make it better. If you're not comfortable leaving a comment there in either YouTube or Instagram, feel free to send me a private message and I will get back to you. But until I see you next time, I hope you have a blessed day, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye, guys.